What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I will be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion about trading psychology, fundamental and technical aspect of trading that we are doing every single day. As you know that today is a very volatile day. There are quite a few high impact news coming up later. And as you know that today also almost in the middle of the week, we see that gold ultimately is still in the range. As I mentioned, ultimately we could see a breakout. So I'll be looking at all of them. Now before I begin this session, as usual, make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out any of the content. And don't forget to join the free Telegram channel. Also, you can find a link in the description of this video. With that said, let's begin today's session with starting with the gold as usual. Now gold, you can see this is the daily chart. As I mentioned that gold still couldn't break this daily resistance zone, and as I mentioned earlier, this market is in as a range, okay, in all time frame. And because of that, you remember yesterday, gold may not be able to break this high without grabbing liquidity, and we saw that gold has done that exactly, okay. On the daily has come back down below the daily 20 EMA and then closed just a little bit above 20 EMA, now slowly picking to the upside. Now looks like that gold has grabbed liquidity. We could see a breakout. This is the real thing that, if you are following me for a couple of days, definitely you have seen how I was discussing about gold, including the weekly forex forecast, that this is how a trader's eye look at the market, giving the priority to the trend, looking at the resistance zone here, okay. And when you, as I mentioned yesterday, that I normally do not buy or sell from resistance or support, because this is where most of the time you'll see the market reverse, or will make a false breakout. So you see that gold has done that exactly, tried to break to the upside and then again has come back down, closed below this level, and this is a pure liquidity grab. And from that zone above this daily 20 EMA, now gold is trying to peak to the upside, trying to break this resistance level. Now with that price action, you can see smoothly respecting this daily trend line, daily support zone. This is the dynamic trend line, dynamic support. I'll explain more on dynamic support, what it is. So dynamic support is acting 20 EMA, and we saw that from that 20 EMA, gold is now slowly moving to the upside, and there is an imbalance here, okay. Now it is, looks to me, this trying to peak to the upside to fill that imbalance. I think that on the monthly or weekly close, we might see a peak to the upside and forming a head and shoulder later, either could continue or could come back down for a deeper pullback. But it might happen that gold may go for a range for a bit more extended time on the daily. That could definitely give us some good trade on the lower time frame, because that gold we trade even on the 5 minutes, on 15 minutes. So for that perspective, now it is more easy for the gold to break the resistance level here, okay, because it grabbed liquidity from the support. Now my bias is mostly on gold is bullish. I think that yesterday, as you mentioned, that yesterday I was not confident that gold may not, may break this resistance. I said that gold may not be able to break this resistance without grabbing liquidity, and gold did exactly as it is. It couldn't break the resistance, has come back down to grab liquidity. Now looks to me that it's prepared for a break to the upside, and if it does, then we could see a bit more upside, and then we could see again coming down, and even we could see a range on gold for at least some time. So if we look at going back to the 4-hour time frame, it is still, you can see this respecting the resistance. This is the last candle that formed yesterday, and I mentioned that the way this candle has formed, I think that gold may not be able to break this high. It does that because it was a weaker response from the buyer, so as a result seller sold this market again, and it's turned to be, you know, a sideways movement. So at this point again the price on the resistance zone, the same level. So let's see how we can find trading opportunity along this zone. As soon as I will find that, I will discuss, guys. Let's see how it does. In the meantime, let's look at how the price might be reacting to the resistance zone on the 4-hour daily, or even on the 1 hour 15 minutes. Whatever time frame we find that gold is giving us trading opportunity, we'll jump on a trade. So for me, when the market, you know, range like that, especially when the market moves that way, then there are some zone that we can look at for potential trading opportunities, support and resistance zone. For me, gold, this daily candle, the way I see, I think that gold will be able to break this high to the upside. Now the point is that it might break from here, or it might come down to the a bit more down for a pullback, and then could continue to rise. So based on how the price action is giving us the, you know, alert, we will be jumping on a trade as soon as we will find. I'll be looking at the lower time frame for an entry. I think that you can see this is the 1 hour chart, and there is in fact a very good looking reversal pattern here. Okay, and that could be that gold might come down here to test this zone along with this 1 hour 20 EMA, and I think that afterwards we could see that gold bouncing off this 1 hour 20 EMA. Let's see how it does. We'll be looking at that. Let me know in the chat how you are looking at gold and all other instrument. Hope that you are enjoying your trading journey. Let me know in the chat what's your experience and opinion. Thank you very much. You too. Good morning, coach. Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Teacher. Good morning, sir. Thank you. Bonnie, good morning. Good morning. Manula, good morning, sir. Thank you. Harry, good morning, coach. Gbp USD, please. Easter, good morning, coach. Darbu, good morning, coach. AUDJPY, good day, coach. Can you use TF indicator together with MACD RSI? It will get me confused. If you want to use TF indicator with other indicator, then it might get a little bit of confused, because TF indicator is mainly price action and combining price action and moving average. Okay, so yeah, I think you might get a little bit of confusing because it's based on you know, that we have a liquidity indicator as well, which is another version of TF indicator. So it might get you a little bit of confusing, but if you find any correlation, also let me know. I wanna see, because there is a vast things to look at. If you see that our TF indicator is giving some other relationship with other indicator that you have found, that for example, if TF indicator telling me to buy or sell, then MACD or, you know, RSI is in that situation. RSI you can use. Okay, RSI may be an additional factor that you can use. For example, if you see that TF indicator is giving you the buy, possible buy probability, if you see RSI on the oversold market condition, that could be additional factor, because in that case, you know, RSI in oversold means that there is a probability for an uprise. So if you see TF indicator giving you the buy alert, that could be an additional step. Or if you see that RSI divergence, okay, that could be an additional things that you can look at. I'll put a commentary on this, how you can use that, putting the chart on the indicator. Yeah, that's a good initiative. Good morning. Thank you, Abhinash. Hi, coach. Thank you, Abhinash. Good morning. Good morning, boss. Euro USD, please. Yeah, look at it. Euro USD preparing to drop from resistance level. I'll be looking at Mr. Coach. Thank you, Mohammed. Gibson, good morning. Please tell about the NZD CAD. Yeah, absolutely. Avinash, do you trade crypto, coach, or not? Yeah, sometime we do crypto as well. Mostly Forex and indices and metals, but crypto also in my watch list all the time. Let me know if anyone wants to look at the crypto. At the end of the day, all are same kind of price action. Morning, coach. We appreciate this your priceless activity. Thank you again. Absolutely. I also appreciate your support to the channel. So we'll be looking at euro dollar and NZD CAD. These are the two pairs, and then gold will come back. Okay, so I'll be looking at now euro dollar, and then we'll come back gold. Now euro dollar, if I look at the 4 hour, looking at the weekly, now look, this euro dollar little bit of it's a bull market, as you know that, but the price is showing very interesting price action. I was waiting for euro dollar, as I mentioned yesterday in my analysis. After this rejection, I was expecting euro dollar to break, but I didn't enter the trade because I want to see after this one to break this support, but it didn't break this support here, so that didn't give me the trade entry. Now this is what I try to sometimes mention, guys, that when I post analysis, I say particular condition need to be fulfilled to enter the trade, and this is the condition. That you can see that euro dollar has a rejection from the top, but still it was creating a higher low, right? So with that higher low creation, what happened is that this doji couldn't break this support zone, means that the price is still remaining respecting this support, so there is no way to sell this market. And then we saw the previous session has formed a middleman. I think euro dollar may still remaining bullish. There is a monthly and weekly candle coming close. Looks to me that euro dollar is still bullish after this strong liquidity grab. We saw the rejection has come from the top, but this is showing as a pullback, and the price couldn't break this resistance zone here on euro dollar. So previous support zone has not been broken. This level is remaining on euro dollar, this support, and with this doji, euro dollar form a middleman here, and the price is pushing to the upside. So with that respect, the daily candle couldn't break the low. Looks to me that euro dollar may be going remaining bullish in that direction. This daily candle closed in a way with a long wick at the top and also healthy body. So euro dollar is to me maintaining the support, means that at any point we could see a spike during the news, but the price action is still bullish. I'll find an entry. Let me look at the market, what's happened in the news calendar. Okay, so from the news calendar, we see there's a news coming up tonight, 10:30 in my zone. So dollar, advanced GDP and unemployment claims. These are the two very important news that could really move the market a lot, because advanced GDP and unemployment claims are the two important news that really will move the market, because GDP is the main indicator of an economy, and unemployment claims will tell exactly what's happening in the economy. So these two will really move the market. And then tomorrow is another big day, dollar, CAD, euro, JPY, all of them coming in the market. So with that respect, you can see this is the euro USD. Okay, and euro USD, what do you see that there is the market slowly, the way I see this candle, and there is an imbalance here. I think euro dollar including euro GBP might be, we closed at 2.5 trade, but looks like euro is still bullish, and euro NZD and euro AUD may pick up anytime. So for me, okay, euro dollar, I see that it is still bullish. Now there is a London session coming. Any kind of pullback will give us an entry. Euro dollar with this liquidity grab from here with this doji has aggressively broken to the upside, pullback, and if we take the Fibonacci for this impulse, we see that 50% pullback, which is very decent, and then from the middleman start to move to the upside. So yeah, for me, you can see on the 1 hour the price already after this doji is pushing to the upside. In 12 minutes it is closing. As there is a long rejection here, we could see a deep liquidity gap here. Okay, now if you look at the daily on euro dollar, this daily candle is a typical bullish candle. Okay, so you could see in fact euro dollar might be moving to the upside with a bit more higher momentum. So let's see, you see that there are long wick candles here, there is a liquidity grab, the trend is up, so all those in fact supporting euro dollar for potential bullish move. So I'll be waiting for the price to come down and to give me an entry. I'm waiting for an entry on euro dollar. Once the market open on the daily, when I saw this daily candle close, I know that this is a bullish market. I saw the dollar Swiss franc also trying to drop, and there was in fact a very interesting pattern here. Dollar Swiss franc also, I was looking, you see the daily price action, there's interestingly a very long doji on dollar Swiss franc maintaining this resistance level here. So dollar Swiss franc also, you can see this 4-hour candle from this doji started to drop, and for me I'll be waiting for an entry. This is still 3 hours to go for this candle. Any kind of there is a weakless candle you can see on dollar Swiss franc. That's a very, very important liquidity zone. Any violation to the upside, I'll be entering short trade on dollar Swiss franc. From the daily, you can see there's a hanging man exactly on the resistance level, and since morning I was looking at this pair for an entry because this resistance is very important. I wanted to see that USD CHF has gone up to the resistance zone, breaking this daily high and testing this resistance, and then I will be entering the trade. It's still in my radar, and that one I think that will drop also a lot. And if we enter USD CHF, it will have a very good risk to reward ratio, because if you look at this daily, if this price maintaining this price respecting this daily resistance level here, that will be an awesome trade, even with a very tight stop loss. Okay, a couple of pips stop loss will give us a very high risk to reward ratio. So for me, the directional perspective, I see that euro dollar showing bullish. Okay, so AUD USD also picking to the upside. As you have seen, we closed the trade with 2-to-1 reward to risk. I think that AUD USD might be picking up now, and euro dollar also doing exactly same way. So I'll be looking at all of them now one by one. Let's see how they are doing. Let me know in the chat which one you are up to. Let me look at euro dollar. Let's see. So they have basically all of them, depending on the USD pairs. So DXY, if euro dollar is going to the upside, then we could see all of them, like Gbpusd, AUD USD, USD CHF, all going in the same direction. So Sarah, how to join your VIP group? Yep, you can find a link in the description or a link at the top of the chat, website address, motivational speaker, and then once you go to the website, click join now button, and it will take you to where you can join the VIP Telegram channel. So anyone want to join the VIP Telegram channel, you can visit the website. The website address is at the top of this chat widget. So also I can give another link on the live chat area. So mentorship in that address. You can visit the website. Any question, let us know in the live chat. William, AUDJPY. Will, yeah, absolutely. We'll look at it. SPY, okay. I like the breakout probability expo indicator on trading view more than RSI. That's could be good one. Thank you, and let us know. Manola, please teach us how to issue market direction, market turning points, and how to enter trade under limitation of free lessons. Okay, very good. Thank you. Very good. Very good question. I'll look at it. So the question was how to issue market direction. Okay, market turning points. Very good. And how to enter a trade. Okay, no problems. I don't keep any limit. I will tell everything I can tell you. Okay, so yeah, motivational speaker. You can talk to the live chat. She will be able to guide you, or you can leave your Telegram address on the live chat. They will be able to help you everything how you can join the VIP group. So thank you. Let me look at now. Look at this question that I have got. So in the meantime, I'm going back to gold again. So from the directional perspective, so far since morning I was looking at the chart. I see that DXY is bearish. Okay, after this green move to the upside, the price grabbed liquidity and then formed this candle. Now from other perspective, other instrument, euro dollar, AUD USD, that looks bullish. Gbpusd also looking bullish. Okay, in all of them I think that we might see a spike down for liquidity grab, especially from this 20 EMA, and then we could see that the market in fact heading to the upside. Now today is Thursday, tomorrow is the last day of trading week and trading month. Okay guys, make sure that you stay tuned. These 2 days normally I make 50%, almost 40 to 50% gain in a whole, you know, in the last 3 weeks. In comparison, this week, the last week, I always keep up, because last week of the month and last couple of days of the month are very volatile, and this is where the trading comes, because the market trends. So make sure that, you know, stay tuned. Let's see how we can use those trades and months in this time frame to get the best trade possible in the market. So I will be looking at a couple of pairs, and then we'll come back to this question. So dollar, we see the DXY. So for the day, what we have seen, if I look at the weekly, DXY after this doji, narrow doji, DXY sellers is still in control in this market. So with that control, because the market, you know, the buyers failed to create a new higher high, there's a liquidity gap here, there's a long doji, and then there's a big drop to the support zone, very weaker response from the buyers. So DXY may continue to drop. We don't know how much, but for me is still bearish. Okay, the way I see, if I look at the daily, in the same way I see that DXY is bearish from here. And from the lower time frame perspective, what I see that DXY, in fact, after grabbing this liquidity, it's now, you know, bearish to the downside. So with that respect, you know, DXY for me, I think that it will try to come down, but it might grab a bit more liquidity from the top. So that means that later today we could see in all of those pairs on AUD USD, already AUD USD has grabbed liquidity from here, and euro dollar, you can see it's pushing up. You see there is a middleman. If euro dollar managed to break this low, which is very likely to happen, and then bouncing off this level, I will straight jump on a buy trade on euro dollar. So this is where I'm waiting for a bit more break to the downside, and then once the price will pick up, we'll be looking for buy opportunity. So looks like the DXY, is still bearish, and I will be keep on it even in this live session. Anything coming up, will be jumping on that. Okay, so Manola asked, please teach us how to assume market direction, market turning point, and how to enter trade. Okay, so very good question. First of all, how to assume market direction. Okay, so the only way the professional trader, those who really knows how the market moves, they use the market structure. So the only way that I found to assume the market direction is from market structure. Okay, this is the key points that keep in mind. I know that there are many indicators. Some people might say everything works, but the thing is that how much proficiency it brings in your table. This is the key points here. It's all about probability, as I mentioned in trading. But market structure will give you a very accurate sense of direction, but it doesn't mean that anything can be violated in trading. Okay, anything can crash anytime due to some news or anything like that. But euro dollar, any pair, you can see this is on euro dollar. We are looking at the market structure is the key points to look at when you are assuming the direction of the market. So how do you identify market structure? We do have a foundation course also where explaining everything, how to identify the market structure, because it's a bit more elaborate way. So firstly, when a market creates in the basic term series of higher high, higher low, that's an uptrending market structure. So it's not a market structure, it's an uptrending market structure. When a market creating series of lower high and lower low, that's a downtrending market structure. If a market ranging, it will do something like that. That's a sideways market structure. So from that market structure, we normally determine the direction of the market. Now, the mistakes happen is when we learn that way. Okay, we always insist that the market has to create a series of higher high, higher low to be a bullish market structure. But you will see that the market has broken that structure and then trending to the upside. So there is a chance of mistake happening. Okay, because the market should create series of higher high and higher low to be bullish, and because the market has broken the structure, so it became bearish. No, not at all. In most cases, you see that when the market break the structure, that is where the trading opportunity comes, because more often you see that a market will maintain its long-term market structure. This is the first thing to see the direction, find the direction in the market. Another direction that is very effective to look at is from the multi-time frame perspective. For example, when you see that a market on the daily, this is what in gold, this is very effective. If you look at the daily, for example, and let's say this is the daily candle as an example. Okay, this is the daily candle, and once the market opened, the market has gone up. Okay, so this is a bullish market. Now, without looking anything, for the first time, if the price come to the daily support here, and you have seen probably that the market has bounced, has break a little bit to the downside, you see that the market may have a very strong jump again from the daily support zone. So this is how also we determine the direction in the market. Secondly, the second part of the question is market turning point. So this is where it comes to the change of trend. When you see that the market you know that this is the support zone here. Okay, and that support zone on, let's say, on euro dollar, you saw that this market has broken to the downside, and then from this support it's forming narrower candle and has gone to the upside. So these are the turning points that when you see a market trending and then has come down for a pullback, once the market will turn, you see that it's in the impulsive direction. So to understand the turning point, firstly understanding the market structure, and then to know where the market is turning, especially when you see that the market is turning from a point where you can determine based on the, you see the structure, support, resistance, supply and demand zone. And then once the market turn, the next thing is the entry, right? The entry comes to the point of price action. So the price action is where candlestick pattern is where the entry opportunity. So once you know the direction, once you know turning point, okay, the market has come back for a pullback or has broken the local structure, it's preparing for a rise or drop. Now I'm gonna enter. When to enter? Look at the candlestick pattern, then you can enter the trade. Now the thing is that the main point here to understand the activities between buyers and sellers. So this candle, they will tell you a story. Like these are people, I look at them as people because they're on the other side, humans are trading. This green candle, what it is telling you. This red candle, what it is telling you. Let's say if I tell you what a story of these people have, all the human in fact has a story. You know, every human is his own hero in his own journey of his life. Everyone has an incredible story. I know that every one of you all also have some unique, incredible story that really fascinate us, me, everyone. So similar way, this candle has a story. So what's the story behind this candle is that whenever this session started here, the buyers bought aggressively and close above here. Okay, so the story behind this candle is that during the time period, it is a bull dominated candle. Okay, this is the story behind it. And because this is a bull market, okay, there is always, you need to understand whose market is this, whose territory is this. Bull market, bull dominated candle is a high probability candle like this. Okay, so this is how you can read the story behind the candle, and then you know that actually who is in control. Always stay with the side who is in control in that market, and this is the simplest way to trade the market. Okay, so hopefully that you understood. As I mentioned, the more lessons, because it's a live session, you know, I need hours of time to explain everything. If you want to grab everything compacted also in our website, learning all the strategies, all the courses, understanding how the market moves, and also trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, copy, you know, seeing all the trade that I'm sending to the VIP Telegram channel where you will be learning. Also being part of this, also you can join us. There's a link in the description. Also there's a link at the top of the chat. Visit the website, sign up, and then you will get everything in your fingertips, and that will be, I think that will be really helpful to you. And also you know, you'll be here forever if you are, you know, a lifetime member. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Let's jump on to the next thing that what we'll be looking at now is on, let's see, on the gold now. Okay, so gold, as I mentioned, this market is, you know, a bit more upside, is ranging here along this support zone. And if we look at daily, it looks to me that the market, you know, it couldn't break the resistance, but looks to me that it will break the resistance level here. Now you see that the price is bouncing off this trend line, okay, maintaining this upward channel, or rising channel. So what I think that, and at the same time maintaining this daily resistance line. And the way I see the price action, as you can see, euro dollar, we see that bullish, DXY bearish. I think that gold finally may break to the upside, okay, and then after going there, completing a head and shoulder, we might see coming down again. So that could be the situation with gold. So for this perspective, if I look at the lower time frame, any kind of trading opportunity coming up, will be looking to trade on 15 minutes. What I see that on gold, it's ranging, otherwise okay. So this is the 15-minute chart. You can see I think now for short term, yeah, this is a bit more risky to go long, because there is already a strong rejection. Any opportunity coming up in the market, will not be missing out of it. Okay, so gold is in a very crucial level. This is a very important level of resistance zone. I think that this is the 4-hour time frame. Let me delete that, and I think it will grab liquidity again from this 4-hour 20 EMA before pushing to the upside. For me, I think it could try to break to the upside, okay, but before breaking to the upside, it might come back to the daily support zone again. And let me see here what's happening. You can see there is a significant movement. So this is the liquidity grab on the 1 hour. There is a reversal, but still the price has left this zone here. This is the previous resistance, which is turning support. Where is the daily support zone here? And yeah, this will not be, this is, you can see, some people might see as a head and shoulder here. So you could see, for me, gold very, very choppy here until strong liquidity gap from the support. I will not be entering, but I'll remain bullish until I see anything. But for me, looks to me that gold is still bullish, but if it fails to break the high, then that's a different story. But for me, I think that it's still bullish. I want to see a little long wick candle from the bottom. This one might come down a bit more for liquidity, and then we could see that it's pushing to the upside. You can see this channel on the 15 minutes, which is very prominently, you can see that it's not fully there. Okay, so you could see, this is the 15-minute chart. After grabbing liquidity from here, we can expect to take a long trade to this level once the price will be here on the 15-minute chart on gold. So let's see how it does. So we'll be looking at to open any trades as soon as it comes along the way. Let me see how we can find an entry. So this one, euro dollar and gold, we have seen. Let me see what else you have from you guys. Okay, NZD CAD, we'll be looking at that. Good morning, coach. How you mark the levels? Okay, very good. The best coach ever. Thank you, Abel. You're also best. Thank you. How you predict the level going up, going down? Can you teach a little bit about it? Levels going, okay, I'll be talking about it definitely. Also, you know that as I mentioned, I know that you guys wanna learn, and this is my main goal. You know, it's all, this channel is all about education, because education, knowledge is power. Always keep in mind, any knowledge you have will give you freedom in life. Because you know what I have learned in my journey in this life is that the only way to be happy, to be prosperous, to gain freedom in finance, in anything, is to give. Because very simple formula, the law, the universal law is that what you give, what you want, you need to help others to gain that. Very simple. You can apply it any situation in your life. So let's say if you want to be rich, then you need to help others to be rich. You need to add value to others people's life. Very simple. So this is why, you know, this academy is so successful, because we are helping people to be financially free, to learn trading so that they can make a living on their own, become independent, you know, fulfill their dream. So this is why, you know, I created all of this, and there is a free content also coming this Saturday. Make sure that guys you subscribe to the channel, and also press that bell notification, and also put a like on this stream. Also, I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds, and for two things, one press for like, or the other one for subscribe. That will be, everything will be in your home page. Okay, did you do that? Awesome, thank you. So let's move forward on this. Coach, AUD still sell. Now AUD USD looks like that with euro dollar maybe going up for a deeper pullback. I'll look at AUD USD. Thank you very much. Aussie yen. Yep. Also join the free Telegram channel. Isa has posted a link on the Telegram channel on the chat. You can join that, clicking that link. Good morning, Emmanuel. Thank you. Daniel, Coach, US oil. Yeah, I'll look at that. So let's move on that, move with that, and let me see. Yes, I'll look at that. Let me see which one is showing the best trading opportunity at the moment. Okay, so USD CHF looks to me very interesting now. For me, we might find a very tight entry on dollar Swiss franc. This is the daily candle on dollar Swiss franc. Is a very interesting candle for me. Okay, this daily candle is a hanging man, and on a resistance zone. Okay, on a resistance level. I'm just waiting for an entry. Dollar Swiss franc is to, you know, go up and give me an entry. As soon as I will find, I will jump on a trade, because this dollar Swiss franc might give us a very tight entry with a high risk to reward ratio trade. Okay, so keep that on my radar. This is 1 hour chart. We saw there is already liquidity gap here, and let me see from lower and higher time frame perspective. So yeah, I think that USD CHF, at least we can expect it to come back to this support zone, and if we find a tight entry with this move, we can grab good amount of profit on this one. So I'll be looking at this one as well once I find entry. Let's see how it does. This is a very tight trade, but I think that dollar Swiss franc will continue to drop to this support, because from the daily we saw this hanging man in the direction of the trend, creating a lower high. In majority of the case, you'll see the market will fill that gap to the downside. Okay, so this one is USD, you know, CHF. Let me look at the NZD CAD. Okay, so NZD CAD, guys, as I mentioned, this one This is the trade that we are running on NZD CAD after the GBP CAD at 327 pip. NZD CAD we have entered. Looks like that this one also giving me what I want. This is a 5 times TP target on this one, and the one that GBP CAD we have entered, you have seen that it still has gone up. So you closed at 327 pip on the single trade GBP CAD. You know, the reason I'm explaining all of them is because, you know, to be a trader, learning to, you know, grab the big trades, you know, when with proper risk management. Here there are two key emotion that one must master to master this kind of trade. Is the emotion of fear and emotion of greed. Keep in mind, guys, that these are the two emotion that there's nothing we can't deny about it. Okay, we are human, and this emotion in fact affect our trading, every single of us, depending on how we master that. It may vary, but because when you see, let's say you expect this kind of trade, you can catch those trade. Two things you need to master is emotion of fear and emotion of greed. How does emotion of fear? The fear of losing what we already gained. This is the fear, the greatest fear in trading. You have to be non-negotiable when you are trading. Keep in mind, emotion of fear and emotion of greed. How does the emotion of greed work? Is when we fear of losing what we have, and once because of fear, when we lose little bit, and then when it comes to another one, then we feel like, you know, greed is a fundamental, you know, primordial human emotion, right? So you might say that how can I be a trader with that primordial human emotion that everyone had? Is by overwriting that emotion. If someone is telling you that, okay, do this, that, then you can be a trader, you can remove emotion. If someone telling you to remove emotion, then they are lying to you, because at the end of the day, emotion is what we need, right? What's the purpose behind all the trade, everything we do in life is to experience emotion. For example, let's do a deductive reasoning like the detective does. The reasoning power is very important for human to understand the values in life. So if you do a reasoning, then let's go back to your purpose of trading. Why you are trading? You might say, okay, I wanna be rich, I wanna gain freedom. Okay, now why do you wanna gain freedom? Then ask that question. I wanna be happy. This is the ultimate goal, right? Be happy. So what is happiness? Now if you ask this question, it's an abstract, right? Can you see, touch, or materialize happiness? Pardon me. Can you see happiness, put it on the desk or install it somewhere? Can't see this. It's an abstract. So happiness is an emotion, right? Happiness means joy. Okay, joy means that unconditional happiness, like no matter what, I'm happy. I don't have any worry for paying the bill because the account is growing. I don't have anything, so I'm happy. So that's an emotion. That's an energy. The emotion means energy in motion. So that's the emotion that you are looking for. But if you remove that emotion, then you'll not be a human anymore, because animals doesn't have emotion. Human has. We don't know either they have or no, but we have emotion, and that emotion is needed for you to be happy. So then how do you combat that emotion is stopping you for being a profitable trader? Is by overwriting those emotions. This is the external way, but if I explain the mechanism of overwriting the emotion, is in fact changing one state to the other state. Okay, for example, emotion of fear and emotion of greed can be overcome if the reason for trading is bigger than the reason for being greedy or fearful. If you look at the bigger picture, look at the life, and then keep focusing on the things that you want. Imagine that, I tell you that, okay, a big, a luxurious Lamborghini or any kind of fancy car that you want to buy, holiday that you want to go, house that you want to live, a beautiful house, admirable, and everything is going perfectly. How do you feel? That's the emotion. Okay, so when you focus on that, and then one trade has gone a stop loss, keep believe that it's gonna happen. It's just as simple, and then you can remain disciplined for the bigger gain that you have over time. So that's how you can overcome this emotion that is keeping you stuck, and then overwriting, creating higher emotion that will change the energetic vibration or frequency in your energetic state, will make you from a fearful or from greed to the place of higher emotion. And that's the purpose of everyone's that you are trading, and I'm sure that you become that by being patient, and that you'll be able to gain that freedom. So NZD CAD, as I mentioned, that we took that one for TP target, and I was very confident on those trades, but still I take only very smaller risk. That's how I program my mind, and I'm sure that you will be able to do that. If you can't do that, don't stress yourself. Acceptance will make it happen. If you resist, what you resist will persist. Okay, so if you say that, okay, why did I take the big risk now? The trade is not going in the direction, I'm losing money. So when you internalize that, that will make you feel guilty about what you did, and then you'll keep repeating it. So accept it, and then realize it, and then try to overcome that. I'm sure that you will be able to do that. So with that said, NZD CAD, now what I'm expecting on this one, you can see this one is in fact for me, if we look at the bigger picture, if I look at the weekly, what we see that from the weekly perspective, this is a strong, if I look at that, there is an impulse to the upside on the weekly. Okay, and then with that impulse the price has, so I'm explaining why did I took this trade. Now from the weekly perspective, there is an impulse to the upside. Okay, has broken all this level. This is the previous smart money zone. This is the order block where the big boys, this is the big boys buying zone. And we saw that with this impulse on the weekly, NZD CAD has broken this market structure. Now once it has broken that market structure, this resistance, which is turning support here, and this is a bull flag. Okay, so with that bull flag, and that bull flag, normally when you see, this is a very textbook bull flag. Let me explain what is a bull flag. When you see a bull flag like that, okay, that's normally, as a rule of thumb, it should be breaking to the upside. So impulse consolidation, it should be breaking to the upside once it grab liquidity from the support properly. So now this is the weekly candle, and when this candle has formed, that this is where I know the smart money zone here. This is what I try to explain to you guys. When you find a smart money area, this is where the biggest trade come. This is where I take the big risk to reward ratio trade when I buy from the smart money area. I'll create a separate video on this one to explain what is a smart money area. And then from that previous resistance, which is turning support here, there is in fact a bounce happen, and this is where you saw there was a gap opening, and this is where I expected this trade to go in the direction. And we saw that after this pullback, the market now started to move. Now after creating 2 or 3 wave to the upside, what I'm going to do, I'll invite, I will explain to the students to, or instruct them to move the stop loss at entry, so it becomes a risk-free trade. Will keep going to give us this one as well, to give us at least 280 pip move. So yeah, this is where I have sent that to the students as well, as you have seen, with proper entry, stop loss and take profit target, so that they are here to learn, every one of you here to learn, and so that you can grow as a trader. And I share everything that I do, so that with proper explanation also. Whenever I send something, I just try to explain to them properly. So this is the NZD CAD. You can see when I have entered with this screenshot, I have sent it to the Gbpusd Telegram channel. We have successfully taken 10 Gbpusd CAD with oil NZD running. So this is the trade that we have. This is the for Gbpusd CAD. And okay, so from that perspective, we had that move. And now what I'm expecting NZD CAD to, because looks like that it changed its trend, and when you see this doji has formed, this is where we have entered this trade, and exactly from here it started to peak to the upside. Now if the NZD CAD moving after a couple of waves, after it form a solid structure, I will be moving the entry to the stop loss. So let's see how it does. In the meantime, gold, as you can see guys, slowly peaking to the upside. And now let me see, yeah, looks like that gold may okay, so from the 1 hour already it has come down. It's still not that much of impressively bullish. There is multiple times liquidity. 1 hour candle already has formed bullish candle. Okay, let me see the 15 minutes. Okay, so you see that the market slowly trying to peak to the upside on gold. This is the 4 hour. I would be really happy for gold, which is very likely to happen. I think it should test this 4 hour 20 EM, which is the 1994 level, and then because the consolidation here is a false breakout, it should be coming down here to test this level. Then I will be where there is a 1 hour 20 EM as well. This is where I will be going for potential trading opportunity on this one. So let's see how it does. This one looks like that will peak to the upside. This one we have close to it 2.5 times. I think Euro GBP will keep going to the upside. Okay, so USD CHF that I was talking about, it's now trying to move, and what I'm expecting on USD CHF to go to the daily resistance level. So many of this pair that I'm just waiting for proper entry. I'll look at next GBP JPY. Let me see how it is doing. Abhinash, NZD CAD close. Yeah, absolutely. Which EMA you use in chart? Okay, so the EMA that I use 10 EMA is the red, blue EMA is the 20 EMA. You can find in the indicator section on your trading view chart. Gold here, please analyze gold here. AUD CAD. Okay, so I will be looking at AUD CAD and gold, and then I will come back to see which one, if we have any trade in the market currently. So as news is coming today, later today, we'll be looking to have some good trades. AUD CAD, looking at weekly perspective, for me, what we see that this market, long term, it's a bearish market. So far after the previous week, we saw a drop. Monthly, okay, so almost the whole month we saw that this market is forming a doji. I think that AUD CAD like the NZD CAD, AUD CAD also may try to peak to the upside. Okay, if we look at the daily, what we see that there is already an impulse has broken this trend line on the daily. This is the trend line long term. Okay, previous resistance zone on the daily perspective. So this is the resistance here. Okay, resistance here, resistance here. So with that resistance, which is turning support here. Okay, for me, I think that AUD CAD, but at the same time, you can see long-term trend is down, depending on how strong AUD. As you can see, we are long on NZD CAD because NZD a little bit of stronger than AUD currently. I think if you look at the AUD NZD, you'll see that yeah, so AUD dropping against NZD so far. That means that NZD a bit more stronger than AUD. But depending on the strength on AUD, either it might move in a sideways or it could slowly change its trend. And from the weekly, we see that also this one has come to the, but for this AUD CAD, a bit different than the NZD CAD, the smart money area. This is the smart money area for AUD CAD, which is still not there. But I think that either it might move in a sideways or it might slowly try to pick up. Lower time frame, also like the NZD CAD, we saw this market has come down. I think it will try to, the way I see it, might be trying to make a bullish market structure. We saw this impulse and has broken this trend line, has gone to the upside again, tested this trend line, this long-term resistance here as a support, and bouncing to the upside. So it could continue to rise to the upside with the NZD CAD, as CAD is getting weaker with the US oil. Now if I go to the US oil, that will give us a very good idea about the CAD as well. Looking at monthly on US oil, this is this US oil WTI is a bearish market. Okay, so if you look at this monthly price action, there is an imbalance here on this WTI price action. Okay, so this imbalance, highly likely that the price might come down further to fill that imbalance. So you saw that there was a gap opening across all of them high, so it triggered a huge liquidity. We could see, I think, that on US oil coming down to this level or even breaking this low. Looking at the weekly, back to back after this bearish engulfer, again another drop, and I think this market, at least to test this weekly resistance and support. Daily as well on US oil, we saw there is an impulse, narrow correction impulse, after a little correction we can expect another impulse. Now from the lower time frame perspective, what do you see? That WTI, you see that there is a strong drop. So this is what I was talking about, that story behind the price action. When you see that the market, let's say, forming a very long red candle, very narrow smaller green candle, that means the buyers are very weaker. So there is always a turn for buyer and seller. So the market is a bearish market and the seller in control. So anytime once it will start to drop again, we can expect for selling. For me, US oil, I think it might, you see very low volatility at the moment. Any kind of pullback to the upside will give us an opportunity for selling WTI. Let's see how it does. We'll be looking at that whenever opportunity comes. Can once you show your indicator enable? What do you mean by can? So you mean this our TF indicator and liquidity, this one? Yeah, TF indicator. Okay, yeah, this one. So liquidity indicator, can enable that to see. So this is the TF indicator, based on how the strategy is telling you. So TF indicator is basically will help you to screen out the trade that according to the strategy. So if you look at that here, this is those who knows the TF strategy know that this one is where the strategy is satisfying the rules. Okay, this one is not satisfying the rules, so you know that. That's why you have to use it in combination with the rules of the strategy. Okay, so there is a clearly defined rules of the strategy. So this one will help you to screen out where the point is coming, and then looking at that it is satisfying the rules, and then yes, then the rest you know what to do. So this is how the TF indicator you must need to use. That's why I'm not giving it completely for free, because a bit more risky if you only use the TF indicator. You to use the TF indicator, one must know the rules of the strategy, and then using it will help you to find the trade. Good morning, coach. CAD JPY, absolutely. Sir, AUD JPY is good for buy. Okay, so Mohit, I'll look at the AUD JPY. I'll be seeing which one. AUD JPY, looking at the weekly perspective and the monthly, on the monthly opening and closing area, weekly, daily. So AUD JPY slowly picking to the upside. This one, there you see there is a consolidation here and the price is moving to the upside, but I will not be buyer at the moment. Because why? This is where I look at. Firstly, you can see locally it has made a trend, right? Now looks like that it is reversing, but it could come back down again. The reason is the market is still in a downtrend. Unless I see the market change its trend, then I will not be a buyer. So once you see, let's say, an inverted head and shoulder, there's a red candle here with this green candle, form that inverted head and shoulder and then has broken to the upside. This is where I will be knowing that okay, the market change its trend, then only I can look for potential trading opportunity. Because you know, at the end of the day, you know, JC Livermore, he's a legendary trader. I have read his whole biography, how he traded, because understanding really helps people how they in fact thought as a trader. It's important. That's why I say that guys, becoming is more important than doing. Study the habits of a trader, how they you know, conduct the trading activities, and try to adopt that, stick to that, and you become profitable. So he said that buy the market that is fully bullish, sell the market which is fully bearish. Very, very important concept. This is what I say, you guys, that being is more important than doing. No matter how many trades you take, how many strategy you learn, if you do not become a trader, it will not work. Let's say you are not a driver. No matter how many expensive, luxurious car you are given, is nothing worth to you, right? Because you need to know the driving. So you have to become first a driver to experience the luxury of a car, or the beauty of a car, or whatever you want to say it. So becoming is more important than doing. Become and then do from that place of becoming. So then you need to find out where a market is fully bullish, where the market is fully bearish. This is the question may come to you. Okay, I want to do that. Now look at that Euro GBP trade then, because that have to worked out is the best example to teach you. You see that Euro GBP, this is the trade. This is where the TF indicator comes in place. Some of you ask, you can see that exactly I use both of this trade in our account, in our trading strategy. So this is our TF strategy. And then why did I enter this trade here? That gave us almost 2.5 times TP on this. Is still moving in the direction. So let me replay the chart and then tell you. So you can see that this market, in fact, if I look at the daily, this is where the first candle, you can review my weekly Forex forecast, then you will have some more idea. So this is a fully bullish market. So buy on the market that is fully bullish, and it's a freshly bullish market from multi-time frame. If I look at the monthly, we can see that from the monthly Euro GBP back to back 3 monthly doji here, okay, smaller candles. So this market has a huge imbalance in that area. We could see a bit explode to the upside. I will be entering again on Euro GBP as soon as I find that. If I look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly, this market, let me close that. This market has form a double bottom. Long wick candle has broken to the upside. There's another long wick candle. Now highly likely that this market will continue to rise to fill that imbalance. From the daily, we can see that there is, this is the daily candle which has a liquidity gap from the bottom, and also which also having an imbalance at the top. Now from the lower time frame, from 4 hour, we see that you can see from this 20 EM and again crossing that, these both are perfect example of our TF strategy, and we say back-to-back 2 alert here. Now as a trader, what I did, that I enter the trade and then I hold the trade to give me at least more reward than my risk. Here my risk was only 15 pip, okay, and we had more than 30 pip on this one. Now pip is not, because Euro GBP is very less volatile. 15 pip is a huge, and that gave us almost 2.5 times TP on this one. And so this is where, as I mentioned, that this is a fully bullish market. The trend will tell you exactly how the market is moving, okay. This is the fully bullish market. So looking for the market that is fully bullish is more important for buying, and then look for the market which is that's how we trade, that I look for bearish market and then I sell. So especially buying on a bullish market, when the market is is in a breakdown or grab liquidity. This is where Euro GBP trade was sent. Use the exact entry, stop loss and take profit. We set 3 to 1, but we closed at 2.5 to 1, but it's moving in the direction. So if you want to learn more on that, more this kind of strategies, and also you can trade with us, be part of the trading community, as well as be part of this VIP chat group that we have. Also you can join us. There is a link in the description area. Visit us. Also there is a link at the top of the chat. Any question, let us know. If you want to learn more, I'll invite you to do that, because when I started trading, I know that I lost a lot of money, but when a little investment gave me a bit more clearer idea. And I think that it's all about the environment, also very important, because they said that you will be average of 5 people you spend with 100% true. Being with trader will give you a big advantage. I made a lot of mistake along the way by not getting the support, the people that I should be with. And this is why this academy is created, so that everyone can stay together, stay connected, and be a trader, learn trading, learn risk management, and be free from this difficult situation. And the best thing in trading is that it's a recession proof. Okay, and if the market falling, we can sell. If the market going up, we can buy. That's the best thing as a trader. And no matter what happened with the economy, we are always in profit, because at the end of the day, buying and selling at the same time, it's a big thing. Can I see NZD CAD in TF indicator? Okay, very good, thank you. Look at it. AUD USD, what's your analysis? I'm a big bear. Okay, AUD USD I'll look at, and then I'll look at the NZD USD. So AUD USD, so you wanted to see the NZD CAD on TF indicator. It's USD CAD. Thank you, DC. Awesome. You are welcome. Okay, I'll be looking at now AUD USD, but before that NZD CAD. Okay, so looking at NZD CAD on TF indicator, you can see that NZD CAD on TF indicator. So this is where the TF strategy is being applied. In that zone, it's applicable here in that area only. So this is a choppy area. It's not in any kind of a strategy. Okay, this is where the market is trending. Okay, so yeah, for those who studied TF strategy, knows it very well. Thank you very much. No problems. Thanks a lot. You are always welcome. In the meantime, guys, if you want to I'll look at AUD USD next. In the meantime, if you want to join a regulated broker, our recommended broker is EverTrade. You can find a link in the description, and also I'm giving there's a link already given at the top of the chat area. You can use that link to join EverTrade, to be part of our trading community, and also to be part of a brokerage who are regulated. I think it's important that you join a regulated broker. Is very important, so that your capital become in the safe hands. So you can use that link to open an account. Also, I'm giving another link here about trade regulated. You can start your trading journey even with $100, whatever you want to do, and then I'm sure that you will enjoy that broker service. So looking at now on AUD USD. So AUD USD, this one also close to it, a huge profit. Now let's see what's happening on AUD USD. I'll be looking at monthly again. So you saw that from the month, as monthly close is coming, AUD USD has a very strong rejection from the top. There's a strong rejection, followed by from the weekly we see that AUD USD also after long-term drop, there's a big drop here, correction, another consolidation, long consolidation, long week candle, and the price has come to this zone where there's the previous support. I think that because this is the weekly candle is going up, I think we could see another wave of drop, okay, or we could see this is a support level, or even we could see with the strengthening of euro dollar and weakness of DXY, you might see a bit more deeper pullback. But this market, you can see that it is in fact there was a long consolidation. Okay, we cannot expect on this one a very strong drop, because you can see that market is ranging for a long time, and has come to a very important level of support. Now this support on AUD USD is quite significant. You can see this is a big support. It has caused this. Now it has just come back to the same level of support. So this one, at this point for me, I will be waiting to see what it is doing. If it goes up, you know, create an overextended market to the upside, giving us selling opportunity, I will be selling again. But it might, you know, continue to rise for the time being as the monthly close is coming. You know, if the price managed to go up again before the monthly close, then I'll look for selling opportunity. Okay, so for the time being, already the price has come to the support, and then I'm expecting it to go up along this zone where there is a daily 20 EMA, and from that level we might see again AUD USD coming down. Okay, so this is the daily candle. You can see it's almost in the previous day's high, and from that zone, okay, we could see you know, this price action. Normally I don't trade here because it's not giving me anything, either not buy nor sell. I'll just keep watching to see which way the market is heading. Okay, so you'll see that always one pair will not be trending. You see that gold is now picking up. When you see gold is trending, you'll see, for example, euro dollar Gbpusd trending, GBP/JPY dollar yen may be in a sideways. So it depends on which instrument you are looking at. So from gold perspective, from 1 hour, this is a bullish price action now here, but it's again on the resistance zone. From the daily you can see, but this time a bit more strength on it because it grabbed liquidity from this daily 20 EMA, okay, and creating series of higher low. So there is a probability for this one now to slowly break to the upside. Okay, yeah, I think that gold, the way it has formed the price action here, we could see gold going to the upside for at least short period of time. So you see there is one here, liquidity grab on the 1 hour here as well, has gone up, consolidated. Now this 1 hour candle also crossed this low and then trying to go bullish. So yeah, I think gold for the short term, we might see that the market is pushing to the upside. From the 4 hour, it's still 3 hours to go, and depending on how the strength of the bulls will determine how it is doing. Now for me, you know, I need a bit more stronger confirmation because it's facing the resistance. That's why I'm not straight going long. This 1 hour candle is a bullish candle, but if I saw it on a support, important level of support, I would definitely jump on a trade. I want to see a bit more confirmation. There's always you know, a back and forth. You see that. So depending on, in euro dollar, we see that, yeah, in the same direction going. So that was yen. Yeah, looks like that risk on currency is a bit more stronger. So NZD CAD, which is moving, that's fine. Gbpusd, On Gbp USD, in all of them we see little bit of slower movement to the upside, but this one also bullish, like euro a bit stronger than Gbp. If it comes down to this support level, we might find another buying opportunity. The trend is still bullish, so we'll keep looking at it. Let me see. I'm just looking at all of them. Okay, so as news is coming later today, we see little bit of sideways movement, but dollar Swiss franc is in my watch list. Dollar Swiss franc, any kind of pullback to the upside, or even if it little bit of break this high, will give a very good selling opportunity. USD Swiss franc could be very good one for me after, because this is a liquidity gap here again, and the market, the way it is forming after a little bit of pullback to the upside, okay, penetration here could give me a very good selling opportunity. Okay, so dollar CAD, NZD USD, I will be looking at all of them. Okay, so yeah, what I see, let me look at the US30 on NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, if I look at the daily and weekly, this is a NASDAQ is a long-term bullish market. Okay, keep in mind guys, the NASDAQ is a long-term bull market, and if you look at the monthly here on NASDAQ, we see that this market from the monthly, it is a bull market. And we saw once the price penetrated that zone, there's a monthly close coming, just one day remaining. We could see the monthly closing above. So from the weekly, looks like this forming a long week candle. I think that NASDAQ now preparing for another move. Now from the daily, you can see that it has penetrated well below this level. After this daily doji, the price now well below the daily 20 MA. Now picking up 4 hour. Yeah, looks to me that NASDAQ now forming a reversal pattern. Okay, I think it might try to go bullish for to merge with the long-term uptrend. Okay, so the way I see NASDAQ, looks to me that it is reversing on the monthly. Okay, and if I look at the US30, it's very low volatility. But this one also, you can see exactly where I have drawn this support in the past, there was a rejection. I think this one also, the price, there was a long consolidation, has come to the support. I think they will try to pick up again to the upside. US30, let's see how it does. I'll be looking at all of them to find the best trade possible. Let me see. Yeah, so dollar Swiss franc, euro dollar, Gbp USD, gold, these are my first priority to look at to find out any trade coming. Dollar yen is still on a sideways. I'll keep that aside for the time being until I find an entry. Yeah, so yeah, I'll keep that watching guys. I'll be coming on live again in the next session, so anyone looking to join us, also you can visit the website. And I really enjoyed this session. As you can see, we do call live trades, but we just need to find a good entry, because I know that many of you want to trade with high probability. Any trade coming along the way, I will be trying to, and I'll try to open. And there is a news coming up in the New York session. Keep in mind, we might find a good trading opportunity in that session, and I will keep eye on that. I hope I want to see you in the next session as well guys, so that if there's any trade come on in the live, I'll call for it, and let's see how it does. In the meantime, also make sure that you manage your risk. And also, if you want to join the regulated broker, a link in the description. With that said, I'm gonna end this session. I'll see you soon in my next session, and thank you. Talk soon.